Hello everybody and welcome back to the House of Storm, and welcome back to another episode of Back to the Dawn. So guys, in the last episode, there was a prison riot, and guess what? We got our ass beat again. So we are 0 for 4 in fights, as I said a few times in the last episode. But guys, now we got some good news. We were able to get the handprint reader installed on the priest's door, so we should be able to get in there now. But here's what I'm worried about. There are only 2 days until mayor re-election. And I don't know if that's enough time to get the evidence out. We have 2 days. Also, I forgot to shower our character. So, we have -4 charisma. Our charisma's at a 2 because we smell like complete garbage. So, without further stalling, let's get back into it. Attention. Right, shut your mouths. The head count's about to start. 1, 2, 3, 44, 46. That's 2 absent. 1 in the infirmary, 1 in SEG. That is all. I don't see Sam, our doggy. He must have got out. I hope. Sometimes I think you guys are really lucky. You may have committed crimes, but you ended up in my hands. That means you'll complete your rehab faster and better than inmates in other prisons. Now that is truly viable. Now for today's announcement, to prevent seasonal epidemics, the infirmary will provide free health consults. They are available for launch today, so see me to apply if you're interested. Let me remind you, don't even think about causing trouble at the infirmary. I would gladly make sure you stay a while longer. Let's get out of the infirmary. Time to stock up. What epidemics? Don't scare me like that. I hate needles. It's not mandatory. Go or don't go. It's up to you. Let's see if we can make it up to Perry yet. Well, I'm not interested in making small talk with you. Yeah, 12. 11? Nope. Doesn't respond. Looks like he's not going to be so easy to reconcile with him. You better give me my $20 back then. The hell? What is it? What is it? Prison applications. We had a... Okay. We can move back to the double. Yeah. To the infirmary we go. Another one for a health consultation. Doc's in the consultation room. You can go in by yourself. Come to me when you're done. Okay, I won't cause any trouble. Read the sign. Consultation room. Then the lock. It's an electronic lock. You need to know the code to open the door. Winston. A horrible day, isn't it? Leave. Can I like not go in here or? Infirmary is absolutely spotless. Even the keys have been wiped clean. This is Beth. You can write a love letter to her. Cancel. It's an anti-theft lock. I don't have the skill to pick it. Search. There we go. Listen, threats are everywhere. Oh, I was like, what am I doing? How can I help you? Just wanted to see you. I'll come for a health consultation. Come on in, it's been a busy couple of days. I'm gonna go basic infectious disease test in the consultation room. Tests are negative for infection, but I better give you a shot just to be on the safe side. Okay, I love shots. Only one here. Records. I guess she just can't stand being on her own. Alright, we better get back. Consultation room code is her birthday. Leave. Ready for your shot? And give me something. They also believe this brings good luck. You can declare your... Okay. Here goes. This may hurt a little. Well, it's good to know. If you want to do a different route. Sir, inmate 1220 requests some return to Gen Pop. We could make some money, but we only got 2 days left. We might as well just wait. Let's crank out this main quest out, because I don't know if we're going to be okay. Because we still have to contact Reed. You know, we had to get our hold of our contact from Baroness. I mean, I don't see it going well. But, hey, you never know. Food. What do you want to eat? Oh, everything's free today. Give me some fries. Who should we sit next to? Jimmy. Eat fries. Only had a burger to go with these fries. Okay. To the church. Really bummed out we didn't even win one fight this time. See you. See you. Gonna go find out your secrets. Oh, the grass grew back. Wonder if Anderson has opened the door in the last 4 days. It's a good thing we didn't do any work. There we go. All done, it's the last screw. Green light, just what I wanted. That means Anderson's palm print debt has been intercepted. Now it's time to see if Franklin's masterpiece works or not. Click. No way. I did it. All my hard work paid off. Now see what's in the room upstairs. Looks like Anderson's private lounge. Where could it be hidden? This must be Anderson's everyday clothes. Rona was right. The mistake will smell of church candles. Take that. Oh. The reveled sofa looks like a great place to take a nap. You will seek and you will find. Saw something in a movie once, if I remember correctly. The villain hid a ledger in a secret safe hidden behind a plaque, I wonder. No way. No. No safe, not even a crack in the wall. I guess Anderson wouldn't hide in such an obvious place. Maybe he's seen the same movie. The hunt continues. This must be Anderson's desk. From the floor cabinet. It's not locked. Let's see what's inside. Could be quick. Not what I was looking for, but I have to admit there's some good stuff in here. Better leave these where they are for now. Okay. Them in the desk. There's not much to the desk. A lamp, some hefty books, a scripture, and a photo frame. Storing a lamp, it couldn't possibly be any more ordinary. There's a layer of dust on the books. Maybe Anderson hasn't picked them up since he first put them here. The faded photo of two people in the frame. It looks pretty old. This is probably the most noteworthy thing on the desk. We'll take a closer look. A nun who seems to be very close to the boy next to her. Is this shy boy Anderson when he was a teenager? Judging from the jeweled headdress he's wearing, looks like he was raised by the church since he was a child. Old wooden photo frame. The backing board is only held with one screw. Closer inspection, there's some black soil in the screw hole. Or could it just be dust that accumulated over the years? Judging from the architectural or style, this photo was probably taken in front of the church. Alright, that's everything. Stop looking. Look elsewhere. Leave. Oh, okay. Toilet here is much more comfortable than the one in my cell. In the tool rack, there's a pair of scissors and a screwdriver with a muddy tip hanging on the rack. Could the mud be from where it was used to repair the plant rack? Wait, I think I've seen this black soil somewhere before. That's it, the photo frame on the desk. Remember the same color soil in the hole for the screw that holds the backing board. So that must mean Anderson used a screwdriver to take the photo frame apart. The old frame looks like it goes with the old photo inside. I haven't found any other photos in this room. Unless Anderson didn't take the frame apart to change the photo, but for another reason. Like hiding something between the photo and the backing board. Matches the size of the screw on the photo frame. You easily remove the backing board. Just as expected, you see something hidden inside. Social Security card. Name Andrew Stevens. It's not Anderson's name. Who is this Stevens? Species canine collie. At least that's correct. There are numbers on the Social Security number, but judging from the first 3 digits, it's not a Boulderton number. It's not even from the state. Photo is Anderson. There's no mistake about it. I think I get it. The Stevens must be a false identity used by Anderson. Someone managed to get the Social Security card that allows him to have an alias. Then all he has to do is deposit his dirty money into an account opened by this Mr. Stevens. By doing that, even though the church is strict in the scrutiny over the ownership of assets, they have no way of finding any records relating to Anderson's assets or spending. I have to say, it's pretty smart. No shadow can hide from the light of day forever. Now that I have this evidence, I can confront Anderson anytime. We need to confront him now. Because we don't have time. Anderson, you son of a bitch! I'm just kidding. Come here, buddy. Hello, my child. Father, I'd like to ask you a question. Let's go ahead, my child. Answering questions and dispelling doubt is the mission bestowed upon me, the father of the forest. I'll do my very best to provide you with an answer. I want to ask, do you remember anything about fallen angels and Skid Road? Fallen angels? I don't understand. But you're a regular. Are you sure? This is the temple of the Father. Such talk is sacrilege. Leave at once or I'll call the guard. You could do that, but if you do, I won't be able to stop my friend on the outside from telling the church and the press all about Mr. Stevens. How do you know about that? Still want to call the guard, Venerable Father Anderson? Fine, I get it. Let's talk in the inner hall. As you wish. How do you know the name Stevens? Been in the room on the 2nd floor. You don't need to concern yourself with that. Just know that I have the evidence. Well, then I won't ask any more questions. After all, there's no point in talking about this now. Perhaps your appearance is just part of the Father of the Forest plan. Sounds like you become very pious now that your bad deeds have been exposed. Perhaps I would like to thank you. I've had enough of all the pretending. I never had the courage to end it. How about before I answer your question, would you like to hear my story? I remember at my parents, when the old chaplain found me, I lay shivering in a park bench. It's not uncommon for healthy babies to be abandoned in Skid Road. I was sent to live in the church orphanage. My childhood was pretty uneventful. I was educated by the church. I did what was expected until Melina came along. Melina? His gaze gradually moves away from you. It's almost as Melina is floating before his eyes. Oh. Growing up in a church orphanage, Anderson was quiet, introverted, indifferent to even bullying he received from other children. He also lacked any aspirations or expectations for his future. Despite living in the garden of the Father of the Forest, it was as he was a flower on which the sun would never shine. However, this all changed the day he met Melina. Melina was a new teacher who had been transferred to Anderson's orphanage. She was kind and beautiful, and although not much older than teenage Anderson, she had a strong maternal air about her. Her presence was like sweet spring water that nourished the dry hearts of the children, including Anderson. A smile gradually came to his once gloomy face. Just thinking about her made his heart race. In a flurry of complex emotions, Anderson came to see her as both the mother he never had and his first love. But as in all stories, the rough inevitably followed the smooth. Just as the father of the forest created spring, so did he create winter. A few years later, Melina was diagnosed with a terrible illness, and although she still healed the children with her gentle smile in her last days, no one was able to heal her. That's when I started to question the father of the forest, if he really exists. How could he bear to let such a kind and devout believer as Melina suffer such hardship? I just can't understand. A few years went by, and Anderson, now on the brink of adulthood, applied to seminary. He didn't actually want to become a chaplain, but the circumstances of his life led him to choose his path. The alternative would be to leave the orphanage and go out on his own and try to make a living. After more than a decade in an orphanage, it had become his whole life. As long as he stayed here, it was as he could still smell the scent of Melina in the spring pollen. And so it came to that the chaplain did not truly believe in the father of the forest, spent more than 10 years going through the motions. Boredom and self-loathing had long been the overreaching themes of Anderson's life, and it seemed that monotony would never end. I was given yet an ordinary sermon when Memphis recognized me. I had seen him for more than a decade since he was kicked out of the orphanage. The Memphis to which Anderson referred was his playmate in the orphanage, although playmate may not be the most accurate word, as none of the other children ever wanted to play with the aloof Anderson. Two were acquaintances at best. Memphis had always been an unruly child, falling in with the bad crowd outside the orphanage, sneaking in cigarettes, alcohol, and even pills to sell to the other kids. When the chaplain found out, he accepted the punishment of being kicked out of the orphanage. After that, he lived on the streets, where he endured much hardship at a young age. However, with his courage, determination, and luck, he eventually made it out, becoming a mid-level leader in a gang, controlling considerable territory, including the Fallen Angels Club. Memphis was surprised to see that Anderson had become a chaplain, as Anderson once told him that the business with Melina had made him question the father of the forest's existence. Seeing this chance, Memphis persuaded Anderson to stop living a dull life of self-imposed celibacy. Instead, he would show Anderson the true meaning of life. Before long, Anderson began using his power and connections in the church to outsource the charity activities of the Cypress Diocese to a foundation controlled by Memphis. In addition, the contracts for the renovation of church buildings and the purchase of books and other items also skipped the usual bidding process and were awarded directly to companies owned by Memphis. Understandably, Memphis greatly valued the sacred money tree. He made sure Anderson received a generous reward and used his gang connections to create an alias, Mr. Stevens, or alias, by which Anderson could avoid the church's scrutiny over the ownership of assets. It's because I've been in the church too long. I'm not really comfortable with that kind of place, mentally or physically. But Memphis said there's a new girl today that I just have to meet, that she'll surprise me. The new girl which Memphis spoke was Iris, the dancer at Fallen Angels. The moment Anderson first laid eyes on her, as that time stood still. Iris was identical to Melina in every way. Her appearance, her voice, her mannerisms, Anderson was absolutely dumbfounded. This must be the father of the forest's way of making amends and bringing Melina back to me. From that day on, Anderson considered Fallen Angels to be a church in which he could truly put his faith. He spent almost every cent he received from Memphis at the club, even rented a house in the suburbs for Iris on her birthday. He said he imagined himself and Melina living there in happiness, no longer separated by a cruel reality. However, illusion burst when you tried to touch it. Iris did not respond to his advances. After all, as far as she was concerned, Anderson was just another weird middle-aged customer. Every time Iris' show was over, Anderson felt nothing but emptiness. There was no Melina. There was nothing. You can guess the rest. Iris soon found a boyfriend who happened to be the mayor's driver, so that his girlfriend no longer had to put up with that weird customer. He warned Anderson to stay away. Perhaps Anderson understood deep down that Iris was not Melina and stopped going to Fallen Angels. This is the way faith forces people into submission. First it takes everything from you, gives you a glimmer of hope, but when you reach out for it, it takes it away again. Eventually, you come to believe that everything is down to fate. Like a fallen leaf, you are the mercy of the wind. Whew! That's my story. Sorry if it was a lot. After all those years, listen to others spill their hearts in confession. Never thought I was the one that would take off my mask and reveal my true self would be a prisoner. Okay, I'm ready. If there's anything you want to know, just ask. Well, you mentioned Fallen Angels just now. Something wrong with Iris? I can't go into details, but if you want to help her, be honest and tell me where the house is. Okay, the neighborhood is between Easton and Southbrook. It's called Orchard Heights. If you're entering the neighborhood, take the first left. The house is on the end of the road. There's an apple-shaped mailbox out front. I buried a spare key underneath if you need it. Apple-shaped mailbox. Okay, got it. I count the money you're after. You're going to be disappointed. 6 months ago, Memphis told me he found a faster way to make money and asked me to invest with him. It was the first time he ever asked me for money. I didn't hesitate, and after all, he also had dirt on me. I later found out he was actually on the wrong side of some gang infighting, so he needed money to disappear. The money I had in Memphis is somewhere far away, or at the bottom of the ocean. Decide to resign from the priesthood after we're done here. Maybe leave the city. If you want to report me, I won't stop you. After all, I've broken laws both religious and secular. When I'm gone, there should be another chaplain to take my place. Hopefully he'll be a true believer. One last thing, if you and your friend on the outside find Iris, can you give her a message for me? What do you want to say to her? Nothing. Forget about it. Finally, it's all over. Now let me be alone. I need to rest a while. I need to call Reed right now. Quickly, quickly, quickly. And we also can't forget the shower. Okay, phone's free. Let's go shower super quick. We smell like ass. Have a warm shower, use soap. The odor coming from you has disappeared. Reed! I did it, Reed. Answer $10. Reed's law firm, your reliable litigation specialist. Hi, Reed. I got the address of the house in the suburbs. Tell Reed how you found Anderson's secret and confronted him with it to get him to tell you about the address of the house. It's in Orchard Heights and has an apple-shaped mailbox. It's pretty specific. I'm sure I can find it. Yeah, the only one who's made progress. Want to hear what I found? I had someone to dig into that mayor's driver, Domino, Iris's boyfriend who died in the river. Bought a small tape recorder and some tapes through a TV shopping channel the week before the accident. So that must mean... That's right. Strongly suggests that Domino is in possession of incriminating recordings. Now, it was actually maybe some of the recordings never came out and were discovered by Iris. It's certainly possible. And head out to the house. Some clever Angelos guys knows it'd be bad if they got the jump on us. Yeah, okay, I wait to hear back from you. Be safe, buddy. Don't worry, I'll see you in the visit room when I get the recordings. Bye. There's only one day. So let's hope. Wait patiently for the next visit. But we only got a day, sir. No, no cream. Look, we're down to the wire. Look at our good credit, though. Charisma's back up. Oh, I do want to hear what they're talking about before we go to bed. I'm coming. Don't stop talking. There we go. May chaos reshape our false bodies. May chaos reshape our false bodies. Hickman, do not add. Do not add hiss. It will disrupt the incantation. I did not add. That's just the sound my tongue makes. The incantation must be precise, or there would be unexpected changes. I expect that would delight chaos, would it not? No, during the ritual, even chaos must follow a precise order. Is that not a contradiction of chaos? You are right. Contradiction is the ultimate chaos. What's up, John? Is everything good? His beer. Okay. We just gotta wait for the next visit now. Now, I don't know if it ends after mayor re-election. I really hope Reed's just ready. Morning already. Yeah, there's only one more day till the mayor re-election. Perfect smile. The head count we go. Attention. Right, shut your mouse. The head count's about to start. 1, 2, 3. 45 of 46. That's one absent. The absentees are in segregation. That's all. Tomorrow's the mayor re-election. All that doesn't have much to do with our federal penitentiary. Now, some of you inmates like to get all smart and talk about politics. I'm here to give you a warning. Don't go causing trouble if your guy loses. Or I'll show you who really calls the shots. Wonder who will win. They should elect me. Lame-ass politicians. I don't care all about that shit. You ignore my warning, I'll make sure you regret it. Dismiss. Get the hell out of here. Hey there. You're looking mighty handsome today, fish. Just call me over to say that. Serious as always. Never mind. I suppose you ain't in the mood for joking around right now. I guess you're in a hurry to get to the visit room. Do I have a visitor? Great. Looks like Reed managed to get the recording. Uh-oh. We're here 12:20. Wait, this is the conjugal visit room. Why'd you bring me here? I brought you here because today is a conjugal visit. Why else? That was my lawyer. Give a shit if it's your lawyer, your lover, or the one. They're the one and the same. Whoever it is has booked the room. Don't just stand there. I'm okay. This looks like Iris, alright. Hello, Thomas. Miss, who are you? We meet at last. I'm Iris. Act 4, off the grid. There's an Act 4? We only got one day left. Alright, Iris, I'm pleased to finally meet you, but I know, you're wondering why I'm here instead of Reed. Yeah, I must say I'm a little confused. Well, it's a long story. Please give me some time and I'll tell you everything that happened. Reed better be okay. At 11 last night, I was packing in the living room. Knock, knock. Hello, Iris. Saw the lights on, so I thought you'd be home. You're early. I better introduce myself. I'm Reed, a lawyer and a friend of Thomas the journalist. And this is my secretary, Selena. We've come about the $30,000 deal. I assume you haven't forgotten about it. Thomas, I've already been locked up in Boulder Gate Prison. You mean you still haven't given up? The fact that we're able to find this house should answer that question. It hasn't been an easy journey, not by any means. Let's see. Wait a moment, I'll come open the door. So it was Rona who told you about Anderson in the house? Yes, but Thomas put in a lot of work in prison to make Anderson give out the address. I see, so how is Rona now? Is she okay? Don't worry, none of this mess has reached her yet, but I can tell she's worried about you too. Glad she's okay. So many people have been hurt because of me and the recording. Of course, that includes Thomas. I'm so sorry. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Talk on the recording. Can I listen to it now? Of course, that's why you've come all this way after all. Customer, thank you for helping us with the local business that we're unwilling to relocate. As promised, we have transferred the shares to your nephew. You're most welcome, Mr. Blackmarsh. As mayor, it's my duty to boost the economic development of Skid Row by whatever means necessary. Mr. Mayor, I'm curious, how did you persuade the owners of the factories to sell at such a low price? I'm sure you heard about the drug problems that plague Skid Row. So many young people have been led astray. The investigation team under my direct control is always apprehending young people in possession of such drugs, and it just happens that some of them are children of those factory owners. But as for whether the prosecutor let them off with a warning, I prefer to let the parents choose. Oh, I see. Very wise. I can see our future cooperation will be most fruitful. Of course, this is my city. What I say goes. Those dirty sons of bitches. Thomas isn't the first one they framed. Domino was trying to use that recording to blackmail the mayor. He wanted to use the money to get me legal status in the country. But he underestimated what he was up against. When he disappeared, I knew something must have gone wrong. That's why I was so desperate to sell the recording for money to get back home. That's why you called Thomas when he was covering the contamination story. I was so scared I didn't know who I could trust. I saw that Thomas said in the TV interview I thought maybe I could give him the recording. I never expected he'd also be framed and sent to prison a few days later, the same way the mayor said in the recording. A low-life crook. Now we have the recording as evidence. I'm sure I'll be able to get Thomas' conviction overturned. Here's the money you asked for. I know it's been a long wait, but I hope the deal still stands. Sorry, but I don't think I can sell it to you. Do you remember I said you're early when you knocked on the door just now? Yeah, what'd you mean? Guess you mean she was picking someone else before we turned up uninvited, and it looks like she was planning to give the recording to them. Is that right? Yes, I was picking someone else. Every day I stay here is one more day I'm in danger. I'm scared. I don't want to happen to Domino what happened to me. I understand how you feel, but can you tell us who you intend to give the recording to? Jerry, Councilman Jerry. He was pulling second in the mayor re-election? Mayor election? Although he only has 30% approval rating, if he has this recording, he might be able to make up ground in the televised debate. He might just be the best person to give the recording to. He also promised to get me back to Oslovia legally. At midnight tonight, he'll pick up the recording and send a car to take me to the airport to catch the first flight out in the morning. At midnight because of the flight. Selena, what time is it now? Looks like exactly the right time. I mean, the councilman's car is here. That's good. I might be able to use this opportunity to talk to him about Thomas's case. Wait a minute, something's not right. 2 cars parked up front, but people only got out of one. I'm sure I've seen that car somewhere before. Iris, how exactly did you get in touch with the councilman? I saw his campaign ad on TV and called his campaign office. So he's never seen you before, right? Never. I just spoke to his secretary on the phone about the recording. In that case, you should hide for now. Come out when we're sure it's safe. So you don't mean. I do. We have to act now. They're almost at the door. Excuse me, are you Iris? Yes. But where's the councilman? I've seen him on TV, and neither are you or him. Bulk. Sorry, the councilman's busy with official duties, so he's arranged for us, his aides, to collect the recording and send you off. Then I'm sorry. I won't hand over the recording until I see Councilman Jerry in person. Miss, this will be a lot easier if you just cooperate. Bulk, don't waste your breath on her. The boss is waiting outside. If we screw up again, we're toast. Shut your mouth, Skull. Can't you see I have the situation under control? Fine, miss. Since you won't cooperate, don't blame me for what happens next. Oh, never knew the councilman aides carried guns. I assume the car parked out front isn't taking me to the airport either, right? Seeing as you're so smart, there's no need to carry on the charade. Be a good girl and hand over the recording, or we're going to have to do this the hard way. Okay. Since you want it so bad, catch. Hey, where are you looking? Oh! Yeah, we screwed up again. Night, fella. Know what trick you learned in the circus, Selena? You guessed it. Basic stuff for trapeze artists. Are they hitmen? How? Why? Could Councilman Jerry's people have been bought by the mayor? It can be worse than that. People who work in the campaign office are usually trusted by the candidate, especially the ones who answer the phone. They can't usually be bought. So another more plausible explanation is Councilman Jerry and the mayor are cahoots. The whole election is just a charade. But if that's true, what do I do now? You know about this house, I have nowhere to hide. Try to relax, this is all just speculation for now. Besides, we still have the recording. As long as we have that, we still have a shot. So do you have any plans for the next step? And don't worry, Reed always plans one step ahead. But first, we have to get out of here so we don't end up... Reed, the window. Oh no. Reed! Damn, the guy in the other car shot a crossbow. The sound of fighting must have alerted him. Oh crap, I'm hit. Stay still, keep pressure on the wound, I'm coming. But you could have easily avoided that sneaky shot. Sorry, I didn't expect things to turn out like this, it's all my fault. Yes, it is. Hey, now's not the time to blame yourself. Those bastards will be here any second. We need to get out of here. You know the place better than me. Quick, think of a way out. A way out. There's a balcony outside the bedroom on the second floor. We can use it to climb down to the next store's yard. It's right next to the parking lot where my car's parked. If Reed can still walk, we can get out that way. Think you can make it, Reed? Of course, I'm a tough guy. Okay, tough guy. Let Iris help you upstairs. I'll be right behind you. Selena, why are you staying here? It's nothing. I just want a quick drink. Oh. Look at this place. Looks like someone barbecue got a little out of control. Should've known I couldn't count on those two knuckleheads. Should leave them here as firewood. They're the ones that got away. Should I send someone after them? No. I see here. These aren't amateurs we're dealing with. We could be walking right into an ambush. Looks like blood stains. I'll send some guys to the hospitals and clinics. Report back if you find anyone with a crossbow wound. Take these two idiots back. When they wake up, ask them what the girl we're after looks like. About the recording. I'll explain the situation to the mayor, although maybe it's a good thing that they still have it. After all, if there's no more prey, what's the value of us hunters? How's Reed holding up? It's bad. The bullet hit a major blood vessel. He's lost a lot of blood. Can I drive to the nearest hospital? No, we can't go to the hospital right now. They'll find us in no time. So what do we do now? He needs treatment. We'll go to Pebble Street. It's in the southeast corner of Sparrow's Nest. My apartment's there. Excuse me. I have an emergency universal serum in my medicine cabinet and should get him through the night. Now, where's the recording? Don't worry, I had it when I was helping you upstairs. That's a relief. Forget the damn recording. Do you still not get it? There's no hope for the city. The politicians, the corporations, the mob, they're all in cahoots. Who can you give the recording to? Do-gooders like you and Thomas will end up getting yourself killed. Selena. To be honest, I suggest you throw away the recording and avoid getting any deeper into this mess. Those two hitmen didn't see you. I think they'll be looking for someone who looks like me for a while. So you're still safe. Take this opportunity to leave the city and get as far away as you can. Lie low in my apartment tomorrow. I'll contact my friend in the circus and arrange a boat for you to leave. Early the morning after tomorrow, if you get a call from a fish store owner, go to Point Maria in North Point. Arrange a boat to take you away after you get there. Don't leave it too long. It's only a matter of days before they find out your true identity from the house. Okay, should we tell Thomas what happened tonight? I don't think so. The less he knows about the situation, the better. After all, there's not much he can do where he is, and the anger and frustration can make him do something stupid. Thomas. Reed. Hey, Reed. Step on it, Iris. He's lost too much blood. He's passed out. Okay, hang on. He said he was badly hurt. How's he doing now? As soon as we got to Selena's apartment, we did everything we could. The universal serum Selena injected temporarily stabilized him. You say temporary, you mean? Selena told me the effects of universal serum don't last long. What he needs is red panda blood or I'll end up in a permanent coma. Reed. Selena drove him away the first thing in the morning. There's a doctor called Steven up north in Liberty City who was in the same circus as her. If she can find him, he might be able to mix the plasma Reed needs. Really hope he pulls through. But thank you for taking the risk to come here and tell me everything. I actually planned to do as Selena said. Lie low in her apartment today and then go straight to the port at North Point and leave in the morning. After thinking it over, I decided to come here and see you. Firstly, because I can't bear to leave you in the dark about what's happening. Secondly, because I want to put your fate back in your hands. My fate? Please turn around for a moment. You can turn back now. It's on the table. It's the key to Selena's apartment. It's on the top floor of 186 Pebble Street. I'm giving it to you because I hid the recording under her pillow. Maybe when your sentence is over, you can go get it. Find the opportunity to give it to someone more powerful than the mayor so you can finally clear your name. That's all I can do. Alright. Better late than never. Sorry, maybe Selena was right. The enemy's just too powerful. We're no match for them. That's the way things are. We may just have to stop the shackles of reality. That was getting near the end of the game. I think we have a lot left. Take care of yourself, Thomas. I hope we can get through this. Never thought that trying to get the recording will put Reed's life in danger. After everything that's happened, what can I do? Just accept reality like Selena said? Get up. Just keep your head down till the end of your sentence. Oh. Our mind is 0, by the way. Isn't our sentence like a couple years? No, we shouldn't call just yet. I think we should rest till lunch, see if we get any interesting cutscenes coming up. Go get some chow. Order food. What do we want to eat? Do some apple pie. Eat apple pie. Pie's way too small. Ah. We got 15 mine back. That's good. Yeah, I don't know if we can get our mind up in time. Let's look at our let's see. We'll try using distract in a fight. Should we take our anger out on somebody? Where's the platypus? Should we fight him again? I actually thought we were gonna beat him too. Let's go back in that room and take Anderson's money and shit. Hope I'm not en route for like the bad ending of the game. Oh, there's a new priest. Oh, you can't go in there now. But I have a volunteer permit from the chaplain. Have you forgotten? Oh, you need to get acquainted with the new chaplain. You understand? Damn it. Now let's just... Oh yeah, let's pray and try to get our mind up. Almost. We pray again? We can't. Okay, rest until dinner. Want some cream with that? Yes, I do. Leave. Okay, we don't have weak mind anymore. I think we're gonna wait for lockdown and we're actually gonna move the toilet. See where that leads us. So lockdown. Get up. Oh, that's right. I don't have the dummy. Gotta think. Alright, sleep. And today. Time to hit the sack. Probably gonna. There's no way we don't have a nightmare. I knew I wouldn't be able to get to sleep. After all, tomorrow is the mayoral election. I'm still lying in a prison bed. All I can do is hope for a surprise in the election result. But is that even possible without us doing anything? Day of live mayor election broadcast. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that inspiring speech. Now, are they human? They look human. Please make up your minds and cast your votes for the future of Boulderton. If they're in cahoots, it doesn't matter who wins. Mayor re-elected by a landslide. The incumbent mayor has won the election in a landslide victory. His opponent, Councilman Jerry, has congratulated him on his re-election. The mayor has promised that he will remain true to his pledges to continue growing the economy, stamp out crime, and make Boulderton a great city for investors and residents alike. Oh, we lost our appeal, too. Thomas the Fox Department reporter, formerly Woodpecker TV, was recently sentenced for possession of an illegal substance. His case heard on appeal, however, the jury soon found him guilty again, based on conclusive evidence produced by the police and witness testimony. That means Thomas will continue to serve the remainder of his 3-year prison sentence, will not be eligible for parole. 3 years later, your sentence ends. Finally back after 3 years. My landlord left the apartment a while back, but he asked me to pick up my stuff today. At least my cell had a bed. Now I'm truly homeless. If Reed was here, he'd surely laugh at my sorry situation. Anyway, I'll head upstairs and get my stuff first, then I can think about what to do next. So did Reed die? Oh. Well, that's not good. Oh my god, I got the worst ending. We were too late. Like, we served our prison sentence just to get shot. Oh, cool. We start New Game Plus anytime. Alright guys, so that was Back to the Dawn. I got the worst ending, so that's awesome. I think I will try again. I don't know if I'll do it on the channel, of course. I think we'll do a new game for the other character if you guys would like to see it. But guys, unfortunately, we did get the bad ending of the game. So that sucks. That's okay. Game was fun. I love the game. I'll play through it again on my own for sure. Even if I don't do it on the channel like the other character. This game was amazing. Like, and it still says it's in early access, but that felt like a full game to me. So guys, I want to thank you all for going with me on this journey, for all the support for the series. You guys have crushed it. All the views, likes, comments, I appreciate you all so much. So guys, I want to thank you all for being a guest in the House of Storm. And then guys, I will see you all in the next video.